Are we close enough?
Close
Yes, we're
enough.
close enough.
Absolutely.
Okay. Thank you. All right, I'm going to mute everyone now. All right, so it's the first night of Hanukkah. I stand corrected. And for those of you like me who don't quite get it right, I think storytelling is really important. So I have a real brief description about what Hanukkah is and how we're going to tie it into light and our yoga practice today. So the simplified version, and I'll probably get this wrong too, but you can fill in any details, is that the Jewish people triumphed over an army of oppressors to reclaim the Temple of Jerusalem and their ability to practice the freedom of their own religion. And when the Jews rededicated the temple, they set out a candelabra called a menorah upon the altar. And the oil in the lamp was only meant to last for one night, but the miracle occurred when the lamp lasted for 8 nights. And that's why the Jewish people celebrate the 8 nights of Hanukkah. So I got that right. I'm getting the thumbs up from Arlene, yay. So Hanukkah, we can use it as a reminder of the power of miracles and a willingness and hope to have a perspective being able to see light even in dark times. All right, so some of us are having trouble getting into the spirit of the holidays and feel the sense of darkness, but the more you bring light into your space, the candles, the menorah, the Christmas tree, whatever way you can bring light, it can serve as a symbol of more hope and resilience. So that's where I'm kind of coming from, a place of not wanting to decorate to beginning to decorate. So think about all the places you can see light. The presence of light will continue to bring us a sense of joy and celebration. And we can find that maybe from the inside out. So sometimes when we smile, we have to fake it till we make it, right? And just having that smile on our face releases that serotonin. Just seeing the lights and the celebratory things that we're used to might help bring a sense of joy that we're used to, because our body says, oh, those lights mean something to me, so I can take that from the inside out. So this feeling of light is part of our essence, and the other side is darkness, of course. And at times light might be harder to feel, but I promise it's always there. And in times you can, can you visualize a storm? And when the storm is dark and dreary, you know that the sun is behind that. And when the sun comes out, it almost feels like when that sunshine warms you up again, like it's a miracle. So we can think about different ways we can bring light into our day through following our traditions, lighting the menorah candle, lighting our Christmas tree, just smiling to somebody, receiving or sending a smile, letting the sunlight come into the windows, just really keeping all your curtains open. So I want to use the intention today of our practices. What comes to mind into your mind and heart when you think about the word light or lightness? So that's what I'll offer you today, and we'll do a little bit of centering on that. So get yourself situated and comfortable in your seat. Press your hands on your thighs to get long and tall, and just roll the shoulders a few times. And take a few cleansing breaths, breathing in through the nose and out through an open mouth, as you invite yourself into your sacred space. You have arrived, you've come home. Invite your eyes to close if that feels good and safe. And just begin to think about the body from the inside out. Think of your body as the essence of light. Your soul is the essence of light. And when you think about light, what comes to mind for you? An example might be gratitude, brings in a greater sense of light. So where Thich Nhat Hanh said, every time I hear a bell, it reminds me to take that breath. I invite you to think about every time you see a display of lights, is it possible to come to a place that might feel like gratitude? whatever that is for you. I invite you to practice today with a sense of lightness, a sense of beaming from the light from within, and allowing that to just be expressed through your yoga postures, through your breath, through your heart and soul. Practice with thinking about bringing a smile to your face, just noticing the light within the space, noticing your candle. Just finding that breath now, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. And imagine just breathing in that essence of light. And when that air, that life prana is in your body, just allow that light, that breath to go to all the cells of your body. So every cell is tingling with light. And as you exhale, expressing light as well, lightness, brightness, light. You don't have to call it joy if you're not feeling a sense of joy, but just that sense of being present, being here. I am light, I am worthy, I am present, just being present. And if it feels like joy, allowing joy to emanate those cells as well. Every deep breath in, breathing in more light, more life, more prana, pausing at the top of that breath so that light can infuse into every tissue, into every cell. And then exhaling, you are light. If we could bring our hands to our heart space and let's just chant 3 ohms. We haven't done that in a while. And just imagine that as you're breathing in, you're taking in that light. And as you ohm, you are sending that light outward. Just creating a ripple effect into our Sangha. So that Sangha is to support each other. So one of us may not be feeling all that joyful or whatever you're feeling, you can use the strength of the Sangha to help build you up. So as you're ready, exhale fully and inhale and join me. Bow your head to your heart, which is that light. Lower your hands down to your thighs and gently blink your eyes open. And let's extend those legs out, hands back behind you, and just rock those legs side to side. A little bit of movement. And then rotate the ankles. And think about all the times and things we say that have references to lights that we do. So when I say twinkle toes, think about the toes twinkling and sending light forward. Twinkle the toes, wiggle the toes. Good. And then come to a fold of a different direction. So however you normally sit the other way. And let's start to just, let's take the arm and swing it across your body. So I like to imagine I've got one of those little glow sticks in my arm, and you know how you move really fast, you can see light emanating. It looks like it's a solid stream of light. Now take it diagonally up and down the body. Just get some freedom of movement in that shoulder, up and up to the diagonal side. And then create a nice big figure 8 with that. 8, that's a good number. 8 lights, 8 nights. All right, let's go to the other side. So swing across your body. Connect it with your breath. And just move freely with lightness. Take it up and back, up and back, up and back. One more, and then we'll move into that figure 8. Connect with breath, connect with movement. Good. All right, now the Michael Phelps. So just take the arms and crisscross your body. Give yourself a hug and a tap. See if you can't tap the back. There you go, tap the back. So Arlene and Ed, you are my big person I'm looking at today. So I'll get to pick on you today. Hi. Can't get away with anything. Now, next time you wrap with your left arm on top, keep it there and twist toward the left and look over your right shoulder. And we'll open up a couple more times. Give yourself a couple more pats on the back. You're doing a great job. Next time that left arm is on top, keep a right arm, the other arm, whichever one. Go look toward the left and look over your left shoulder. Nice. And then come back to center. Roll the shoulders out again and make some big circles with your torso. Full breaths in, full breath out, and imagine you're that beam of light. You remember when there were grand openings and there were the lights shining on whatever was opening from a helicopter or a big, huge light looking down below. Imagine you're that beam of light and you're sending that light all around the space. And then go the other direction. From the sitting bone on up to the spine, out the crown of the head. You're just shimmering, glowing, beautiful beam of light. And then come back to center here. I like that little rib rotation. So taking the ribs around the spinal cord, imagine you're stirring within the spinal cord. So just slowly trying to keep the pelvis more stable, but wrapping the ribs around in a circle, and then go the other direction as well. That's it, good. And Jeanette and Carolyn, I didn't get to say hello to you. Cassie, welcome. Anyone else who may have popped in, I missed. All right, a lot of shoulder rolls today. Okay, let's take those left fingertips out to the left side and tip your head over towards the right side. Walk your fingers out just a smidge more. Take a full breath in and just allow that stretch to go all the way from earlobe to shoulder down the fingertips. Can you press the fingers gently into the earth to get a little bit of engagement there? And let go, release. What can we stop carrying around? What burden can we let trickle down our arm and down our fingers and just fall into a puddle of mud? We'll leave it there. All right, bring your hand back to your thigh, sweep your chin back towards your center and take it the other way. As you reach your right fingertips out to the side, press the fingertips in. Keep the spine long and tall. Walk them out just another 1/4 inch further. Release and let go. Easier said than done. Maybe a comment someone made or something you read in the news. Just let it trickle down that arm into the puddle of mud on this side. Good. And then bring that hand back, tip the chin back up, lift the head up. And let's work the arms a little bit more. So fingertips onto the shoulder as the elbows circle around. Really paying attention to what the shoulders are speaking to you and saying to you today. Full breath in, elbows up, and exhale down, back, and around. Good. Next time, elbows are forward. Draw them toward each other. Lower the chin to the chest and round your back body. Stay here in cat for just a moment, curling in. So you're going to take a nice big breath in, a little hard in this crunchy, and then opposite, blow it all out. Shine your light forward. Now this time, take a breath in, and then exhale. Chin to the chest, round your back body, elbows pressed toward each other. And then inhale, open up the chest, lift your light forward. And 2 more. Exhale, rounding the back, chin to the chest, elbows touch if they can. And then shine that light forward, inhale. And last one, exhale. And inhale, open the arms out to the side. Press the arms back, spread the fingers wide, draw the backs of the hands toward each other. Feel that fascial stretch all the way down the arms. And then reach the arms straight up overhead Get long in the spine, so root the pelvis to reach tall with the spine and lower your left hand down, rooting through that right side crescent left. And turn the torso toward the earth to stretch across the back side of the ribs. Good. Back to center, lift and lengthen again. Draw the belly in, twist towards the left and lower your right hand to your left knee, and then spider finger walk your left fingertips back behind you for a nice twist. Pull that belly in and up. Good. Get ready to reach those arms up overhead. So get your core ready, get it engaged, and then reach the arms up overhead, come to center. Lengthen, lower your right hand down and crescent over toward that right side. Nice. Fingertips can be on the shoulders if that's too much. Good. Or the elbow back. Yep. Or the hand even on the hip if the shoulder's getting weary. And then turn the torso toward the earth. Remember, nothing should hurt in yoga. So if your body's giving you a pain message to back off, then just play around with, see where you can move your body into a different way. Turn back towards center. Reach the arm back up overhead. Lengthen and draw the belly in, and then gently twist toward the right, bringing that left hand to the right knee, and spider finger walk your right fingertips back for a nice twist. Breathe in and breathe out. This is really sponging the organs here when you twist. We're not releasing toxins and all that stuff, but we're renourishing the organs. All that pressure in the abdominal cavity. Ugh, my daughter would go, "Mom, don't talk about that stuff, yuck." Reach the arms up overhead. Eyes between the hands, palms together. Follow the hands down to that heart space again. Beautiful. Let's take our legs out nice and wide. Hands under the thighs to start. On the heels of the feet. A little cat-cow here, rounding the back body. And then pressing the heart forward. Not going to get a lot of movement in the spine here because the pelvis is a little bit persnickety this way. Lift the heart back up and a couple more exhaling rounding. Inhale, lift. Good. Next time you're nice and tall, stay nice and tall. Hinge forward a little bit and then slide the legs down. Straighten the legs out. Good. Very nice. Press out through the heels of the feet. Stay here for another breath. Really press the thigh bones down. I'm holding on to the backs of my legs so I can keep my heart lifted. All right. Bring the head, spine back up to neutral. Bend the knees. Lengthen. Hinge forward. Straighten the knees by sliding the heels down. You know this. This is that Doug Keller way of getting a nice hamstring stretch. Let's do it one more time. Lift up, bend the knees, keep the feet flexed, lengthen the spine, hinge forward, gently slide the legs as far as they're willing to go. And then if it works for you, bring the hands out in front and spider finger walk them forward a little bit more. You can stay up on those spider fingers to help the arms stay engaged, the head and heart to stay lifted. If you've ever taken a yin class, in yin class, you get to roll and fold into it. And Linda Stevens teaches a yin class on Thursdays. And I'm not a yin teacher, so it's not something I can tell you much about, but I'm really anxious to try one of her classes again and then press back up. We're going to do boat pose. So bring the hands under the thighs, bring the feet toward each other. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see what I'm doing. All right, find your core, your strong core, that deep belly muscle. Feel the belly bounce into the abdominal wall. Come up on the heels of the feet and hinge back. Really engage that core. See if you can be light on your fingertips as you lift up one leg parallel to the floor, then lift up the other leg. We're just testing the waters here before we jump in. Opposite arm leg movement. Opposite arm leg, lift one arm, reach one arm, lift leg. How about same arm leg? That's going to be a little more challenging. Same arm leg. And then if you want, lift both legs. Maybe release the arms. Maybe bring the arms up overhead. Some of you might want to be able to extend the legs. One day, I'll surprise myself and do it. Ah! Not today, though. All right, we all fall, it's okay. Come onto your knees, hands and knees, pad the knees, okay? I think my legs are just too long. That's a story, I'm sticking to that one. Okay, I'm gonna move you guys to a different place so I can see it better. Come over here, my friends, hello. Got the giggles today for some reason. Okie doke. When you get there, wag your tail. We'll all meet wagging the tail side to side. Letting everybody get situated. Good. All right. Now press the hands into the earth and use that to draw the belly in and up. Katie's got her chair looking good. Draw the belly in, chin to the chest, round your back, come into your nice cat. Can you keep those toes curled under? Inhale, really sink the belly. I want you to stretch the abdominal muscles, create an arch in your entire length of your spine. Lift the crown of the head up. Exhale, round the back, chin to the chest. We've done a bunch of cat-cows already, so you may get a little deeper into this than usual. Inhale, lift the head, lift the heart. 2 more. Exhale, rounding. Just move with your own breath. Push that mat away from you and your cat. 1 more. Good. All right, nice. Now come back to neutral. We're going to do a dynamic thread the needle. So take that, I'm not going to mirror here. So I'm going to take my left arm out to the side. Only lift it up as high as feels good for you to start because you got to warm that spine up. And then just like rock it under. So palm faces up, pass it by your right wrist and keep it lifted. And we're just going to move through this. Take the arm back up toward the sky or toward the wall and then pass it back under with an exhale. You see we're just rotating the spine here, getting a little movement in the shoulder, a couple more. Let's do 1 more. Take it to your level of comfort, lift that arm up, and then sweep it back behind you. This time, go ahead and place the back of the hand on the floor. The shoulder may reach the floor, it might not, but please don't let the head rest on the floor. Just graze your hair. Right fingertips are on spider fingers. You can stay right here as you press the back of your left hand into the earth and the spider fingers into it. They're strong and stable here. Engage the core. Some of you may want to slide your right leg back behind you. You can lift the toes up off if you want. Play with your balance here a little bit. Good. And then let's undo that. So take that arm back out to the side. And let's come to a little child's pose or puppy pose. So spread the knees out, feet are flat, tops of the feet are flat. Sink the hips to your level of comfort. And let the arms relax. So you can stack your hand over hand. Breathe out your back body. So let your light shine from the back side too, the back of the heart. You have a window in your back heart too. Mind your breath. Nice. Okay. Ready to come back up? You look so comfy. Come on back up. Give it a little wobble, a little shake, wag that puppy tail. Curl the toes under if that works for your feet today. And let's take that right arm and do the same thing. So maybe you only want to lift shoulder height, but if you're able to get a little twist in the spine and reach it toward the sky. Palm faces face, passes behind you, shoulder lowers. Inhale, arm lifts and reaches. Exhale, passing through. Couple more. What do you notice about this? Do you feel anything in your low back? Feel twisting and warming up that shoulder. All right, let's do that 1 more time. With the breath, inhale and then exhale, pass that hand back. Bring the shoulder in the direction of the floor. So press the back of your right hand into the mat. Left finger, spider fingers into the floor. Stay right here, or some of you might want to lower that, take that left leg back. Maybe even try lifting the toes up an inch or two off the floor. One more breath. Good. And then undo all that. And come back to your table. All right. So let's extend that. Yeah, I see that, Barbara. Let's get those wrists, come up on your knees and just give your hands and wrists a little break. Knees okay? I have a fun little series I want to do on our hands and knees. Okay. So anytime you need to take a break, okay? Take care of yourself. Okay, this is core strengthening. So we're going to send that right leg back behind us for a spinal balance. Stay on the toes. And then if you decide to reach that leg up, reach the leg up. And you can stay right here or walk your left fingertips forward. And then your last option is to reach the arm up so the upper arm's in line with the ear. Hold that, keep that core strong. So push your right hand into the mat. Use that to help you lift that core up. Good. Nice, guys. Lower your hand down and sweep. Keep your legs strong. Sweep it out to the side for gate pose. And then come up onto your knee. You're coming up onto your left knee. Right leg's out to the right side. Reach the arms up overhead. Pelvis is level. Lower right hand down and crescent over towards your right thigh. Nice. Come back to center. And take your left hand down your left thigh and crescent over towards your left side. If you can reach the floor, but it's not a have to. And then both arms up overhead again. All right, get ready. Hands on the hips. Send your sitting bones back, hinge forward, bring the hands onto the earth. Get a nice stretch across that inner thigh. Here you can just, keeping the spine straight, bend and straighten the elbows. So you feel something like, feels like a stretch in that inner thigh. Go as far as you want to or need to. Good, one more. Hold it here for a breath. Really let that stretch go all the way down the whole length of your right leg. Press back up, and then we're going to swing this right leg through to a lunge in whatever way works for you. So come to a lunge with the right foot forward. That's it. Slide the left knee back a little bit for a nice stretch in that left hip flexor. Good. And then breathe in and send the hips back for a nice stretch in the hamstring for pyramid. If you want to use blocks here, blocks are a good option. So lean forward and back. Blocks are a really good option. If you need to come out of it and grab your blocks, please do. Good. And one more. Step back, hold it here for just a breath. You can even be up and have your hands up on your thigh if that feels better. Yeah, that's a better option, isn't it? Good. All right, and then let's come back to knees and child's pose. So if you need to grab your blocks before you sink into your child's pose or come for part 2, then please grab those blocks. Okay, let's finish up with part 2 here. I'll come at a diagonal. Extend your left leg back behind you. Draw the energy up the leg and lift it up no higher than the hip. I'm going to cheat and left my foot on the wall. Spider finger, walk your right fingertips forward or lift the arm up. Press that left hand into the floor. Push the floor away from you, helping you to engage that core. Spinal balance here. Challenging pose. Good. Lower your right hand down. Keep that left leg lifted and see if you can't sweep it out to the side and slowly with control lower it down toward the earth. And then lift up onto that knee. Give the hands a little shake. Maybe you have a block on your side if you want it. Reach the arms up overhead and lower your left hand down to your thigh and sweep over toward that left side. Nice crescent. Find your breath. What do you notice about this different from the other side? Reach the arms up overhead again, full breath in. As you exhale, lower right hand down toward the right thigh or toward the floor, crescent over toward that right side. And then as you breathe in, arms lift up. If you want to try with a strong core, keeping the arms forward, send the hip bones back and slowly lower the arms or hands to the hips or the thighs, whatever you need today. We're going to accentuate that stretch in that left inner thigh. So bend and straighten the knees, or bend and straighten the elbows. Good. Move at a pace that works in your body today. Good. Hold it here for just a breath. And then whatever way is doable, bring that left foot between the hands. Slide the back knee back. And then if you're using blocks, or maybe you want to come up now, maybe that feels better to hinge forward, rocking forward and back just a bit, or you want to just stay right here with the leg extended. That other time it didn't feel good. So here's your options. You can keep the spine long and just hinge forward, hands on the thighs or hands on blocks. Or if you want, you can rock back and forth, getting a stretch in the hip flexor, and then press back for the hamstring stretch, or the hands can be down on the floor. You have to decide what works best for you today. All right, last one. Nice. Feel that stretch in the hamstring? Good. So bend that knee, and whichever way is easiest, come up to standing and clear your mat. I'll meet in loose coat sleeves. I'm going to readjust my camera. There we go. Okay. I think I can get a little bit more head space. So meet in loose coat sleeves, if you would. That looks better. Nice. Just release that lower back. Release the shoulders. Remember, we started our practice with those arms swinging in our shoulder sockets. All right, slow that down and come to your mountain pose. Take the arms out to the side and bend your elbows so the elbows are in line with the shoulders. Roll the shoulders back. Bring the fingertips together, the heels of the hand and the elbows. Slightly tip the chin to get a nice, your modified eagle arms. Press everything toward the midline. Feel that nice stretch across the back body. Keep pressing toward the midline. Inhale, open the arms out wide. Turn the palms up, reach the arms up overhead. Lengthen the spine. And then we're going to sink the hips into chair pose. So shift the weight to the heels of the feet. Bend the knees and sink the hips. Lengthen the tailbone toward the heels. Draw the belly in and up and come back to your eagle arms. Chin is in the direction of the chest. Elbows lifted. Palms press, forearms press, squeezing everything toward the midline. So squeeze the legs toward the midline as well. One more breath here. And then come out of chair pose. Open the arms out wide. Bring the hands to the hips. Take your feet at least hip width distance apart. Roll the shoulders back. And then reach the right arm, up overhead. Crescent over towards that left side. And then if you're near a wall or have a balance prop nearby, if you want, and you want to choose to do this, take your right foot back behind you. And then moving with more of a balance challenge, you may need a wall nearby or a chair or something. Look down over at your left shoulder, and then try using your balance and taking your eyes up so that you're looking at your right upper arm. Slowly taking the head back, looking over your left shoulder, and looking back up towards your upper arm. Last one, shoulder. And then bring head back to center. Reach both arms up overhead, palms together, and lower the hand down to the heart. Good. Take that left arm up overhead. Crescent over to the right side. Stay right here, or gently step that foot slightly back behind you. Squeeze everything toward the midline. Keep the spine long and tall. Full breath in as you use your balance to look over the right shoulder, down at the right shoulder, and then slightly up toward the upper arm. Look again, down at the shoulder and up at that left upper arm. Last time, look down. Oh, I'm losing my balance. At the right shoulder and back to center. Uncross the feet and lower the arms down. Roll the shoulders out. Take your feet nice and wide. Coming back to goddess arms, roll the shoulders back, draw the belly in, lengthen the tailbone down. Full breath in here and sink down into your goddess. Feel that opening in those inner thighs. We did that nice inner thigh stretch at the beginning. We're going to reach the arms overhead and straighten the legs. So take a nice breath in here. Can you look up between your hands? Balance. And exhale, press back down into goddess. One more time, straighten those legs, reach the arms up overhead. Inhale. Feet are grounded and rooted. Core is strong. Good. Now lower the hands down onto your thighs. Bring right shoulder in the direction of the left knee for a stretch across the back right ribs. Back to center and switch sides. Good. And last time, each way, I stretch across the back side of the body. Inhale and exhale. Good. Beautiful. And come back to center. Straighten the legs and heel toe the feet back to center. Good. Shake the legs out. All right, for more balance challenge, we're going to need a chair on our left side. Oh, I got a big one. Okay, chair on the left side. That's here in case you need it. All right. Inhale, reach right arm up overhead. Exhale, left arm up overhead. Lift the heels up. If you feel like you want to, the hand may stay down, reaching for the side of the chair. One more breath. Lower the heels down, sink the weight to the heels of the feet, press the arms forward, palms facing out, sink the hips, bend the knees, come into your chair pose. If you choose, shift the weight to the fronts of your feet and lift the heels just an inch or two up off the floor. You may want to hold on to the chair, that's why it's there. Shift the weight back to the heels. Straighten the knees, reach the arms up overhead, palms together, hands down to the heart. Let's do that again. Inhale, reach right arm up. Inhale, reach left arm up, lift up onto the toes if you choose, or hold on to the chair. Draw that belly in. Don't have to go real high. Lower the heels, bend the knees, sink the hips, press the arms forward, spread the fingers wide, come to chair. Shift the weight to the balls of the feet, lift the heels if you choose. Holding on to the chair is a good option. Shift the weight back to the heels of the feet, straighten the legs, reach the arms up overhead, palms together, hands down to the heart. Hold on to the chair with the left, hand comes to the right hip. You can take the foot out to the side and back. That's your option here. Or if you choose, do that nice adductor, abductor, lifting the foot, pressing out through the heel of the foot, Taking your awareness to your gluteus medius and little butt muscle there. Squeeze that, coming into nice little adductors. This is your kitchen counter homework all the time. And then next time it's out to the side, come to your half star. Shifting that weight on that standing left leg. Maybe you can feather tap or reach the other arm out to the side. Good. One more breath here. And then lower all that down into a pretty wide stance, like a width of the mat. Turn your left toes 45 degrees. Hold on to the chair with your left hand. Soften your knees, bend your knees, and shift your weight. We're coming to a half moon. So I'm going to shift my weight onto this left side and lift my right foot up. Lift it up maybe hip height, and consider reaching the right arm up overhead. The other hand can come on the seat of the chair, wherever feels secure for you. And your hips, toes, belly button are all facing forward. The knee and the foot. One more breath here. Your option is to keep the foot connected to the earth. Good. And then we'll lower all that down and shake out that, maybe even take the feet wide, make some big circles with the hips. That's a lot on the sacrum, all right? A lot on the side body, but we've been trying to stretch and strengthen that side body a little bit to get ready for this pose. All right? Okay, let's take our chair to the other side and do that series on this side. Everybody doing okay? Yeah? Fun, flowy stuff, right? Stars. I should have said we're lights when we're stars. So think about that when you're doing your star pose, that you're shining your light, letting the light shine from all your extremities. All right, so get your mountain pose. Chairs here on this right side if you need it. Full breath in. As you exhale, reach left arm up, right arm up. Lift up onto the toes if that feels right for you. One more breath. Lower the heels, press the hands forward, sink into chair. Bend the knees, sink the hips. Good. We'll shift the weight to the fronts of the toes, lift the heels up if that feels right. Nice, strong calves. Good. Shift the heel back to the heels, straighten the knees, reach the arms up overhead. Gaze between the hands, palms to the heart. One more time, come down to mountain pose. Inhale, reach left arm up, right arm up, lift up onto the toes. Belly is strong, tailbone lowers toward the heels. Heels are lifted. Exhale, lower the heels, come to chair. Shift the weight to the heels of the feet, bend the knees, sink the hips. Press out through the heel of those hands. Really spread those fingers wide. Shift the weight to the fronts of the feet. Lift the heels up if that feels right. Keep that core strong. Come back to the heels of the feet. Straighten the knees. Reach the arms. Gaze between the hands. Palms together. Lower down to the heart. Good. Hand comes to that right chair. Left hand on the hip. You're going to step and return out to the side with that left foot. Keep doing that, or if you choose, shift your weight to the right and send that left leg out. We're really using those butt muscles. You may even want to see if you're engaging those butt muscles on the side. So important to walk, to get in and out of a car, to stabilize the pelvis. So many reasons to keep your butt strong. It gets really weak. The core and the butt get really weak. The hamstrings and the hip flexors get really tight, and then we get totally off balance. Okay, hold it out there. Let's be stars. Shine your light. I am a star. All right, what do you think of when you think of light? Good, and lower that down. Whew, shake it out. All right, with that right foot, turn it 45 degrees. Give yourself plenty of space away from the chair or close to it if you want to bring your arm to the other side of the chair if it's long enough. All right, left hand on the hip, soften those knees, and then we're going to propel ourselves into space. Not like a Chinese rocket though, right? Toes, knees, and hips all facing forward. Hand can come onto the back of the chair, the seat of the chair, and your left hand can stay on the hip or reach overhead for half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. The moon is bright and shines too. So shine your moonlight too. Nice breath in. A lot going on here, the strength of the side body. And then go ahead and lower that down and make your big circles with your torso. Okie doke. We need to get to some weights, don't we? All right, my legs are shaking. Grab your weights. If you want to do this sitting down, if you've had enough and you want to do these weights sitting down, please feel free to pop a squat there, okay? And I'm going to offer you options with your weights as well. So, first one, everybody's just about there. You're sitting or you're standing is option 1. You're using your lower body or you're not, that's option 2, all right? So roll the shoulders back, draw that belly in. When you're standing, you really extra need to have that core strong. Let's just start with some bicep curls. And with the bicep curls comes shifting that weight to the heels of your feet. Cassie, send your butt back a little further. There you go, good. And then straighten the knees, lift up, good. And then shift that weight. You came forward again. Send your butt back, Cassie. There you go. You're in chair, basically. That's it. And then straighten back up. Good. Shift and sink. Good. And release. Nice. Squeeze that bicep. Good. Keep the head and heart lifted. Good. Exhale. Squeeze the bicep. Now take the arms out to that little 45-degree angle. So you're going to go forward, come to the shoulders, and then sweep them out to the 45-degree angle. Let's do one more each way. Squeeze the bicep and take them out to the side. Very nice, good. Roll the shoulders back. And here we're going to keep the elbows, the knees are soft. You're hinging forward about a quarter of a fold. Roll the shoulders back. There you go. Keep the elbows right at the side body and then press back. All right, bend the elbows and press back. So the thumbs, your palms are facing each other, thumbs are up, and then when you press back, thumbs are pointing towards your butt cheeks. All right, press back, hold it there. When you press back, just hold it for a moment. And press back, tricep, press back. Try not to swing, really use those tricep muscles to take that. Keep your head lifted. Beverly, your head sunk a little bit, good. I can see it better when you stand sideways, but good. Let's do 3 more. Exhale. 2, and that's last one, we're gonna pulse back 8 times, okay? So pulse, 2, 3, 4, keep squeezing that tricep, 6, 7, and 8. Whew, they should be speaking to you, right? Roll those shoulders out. Okay, come to a goddess legs. If you're going to use legs, and we're going to take that up to a 45-degree, internally rotate, thumbs back up, and lower the arms down. So if you're going to do legs, you're going to just bend those knees, internally rotate, externally rotate, lower the arms, straighten the knees. Good. Bend the knees if you choose. Goddess legs, so that tailbone is pointed straight down this time. All right, like a plie, goddess legs. Internally rotate, if that's okay with the shoulder. If it's not okay with the shoulder, don't do the internal rotation. Good. And let's do 3 more. Arms at a 45. Internally rotate, externally rotate, straighten the knees, lower the arms. 2 more. 45, little lower than the shoulders, all right? That's going to help protect those shoulder joints. 45, externally, thumbs down, thumbs up, straighten the knees. Roll the shoulders back. Heel toe walk the feet back to center. Shake the legs out. Okay. Whew. Really working the bigger muscles. Bring your arms back up to goal post, okay? Draw the shoulder blades together. And you're going to, palms are facing out. Bring it over in front of your face, palms facing in, and then press the arms back open, shoulder blades toward each other, palms face out, palms face forward. Palms face out, palms face forward. You're not bringing the hands together. You're keeping face space between the arms. Face width distance. Have you ever heard of that one? We've got shoulder distance, hip distance. Now we have face distance. Let's do one more. This one's a killer. Good. You guys are doing awesome. And then lower the arms down. Roll the shoulders out. Okay. And let's take our arm. Let's come to warrior pose. So bring the, you got your chair here still if you need it. Going to face the chair and step the right foot back into warrior legs. You may not need it because we're going to reach our arms up overhead. Okay. So you've got the left foot forward, knee is bent, right leg is back, foot's at a 45-degree angle. Right butt cheek is squeezing, all right? Don't let that go. Weight is balanced on both feet. All right. You know what? I don't want to reach the arms overhead because I'm afraid you'll mess up your back. So bring your arms, hinge forward just a little bit so you've got a long line from the crown of your head to your heel. Elbows are bent, palms facing forward, and let's do some more triceps work. So bend the elbows, press the elbows back. This is a really good one to do with warrior because it will keep you from overarching your back. If I had you reach your arms up overhead and you didn't have your core engaged, you might tweak your lower back. Let's do 3 more. Are you feeling some weight in the front leg? That front hamstring, if you isometrically try to send it forward, you'll really feel that hamstring fire up. Let's do 1 more. Good. And step that back foot forward. Shake those legs out, and we'll take our warrior legs the other direction. So step your left foot back, right foot's forward. Squeeze your back left glute. With the bent front right knee, isometrically send your front shin forward. So you're scissoring your legs away from each other. Roll the shoulders back, turn the palms forward. Lean more into the front foot so that you're at a diagonal with your front body. And let's do some bicep curls. Good. Keep it out of your lower back. You should feel some heat building up in your front right glute. Squeezing the back left glute as well to keep some balance there. Let's do 3 more. Good, and last one. Nice. And step the back foot forward. Shake those feet out. All right, have your weights available and come down to the floor. One weight is on either side of you. Okay, when you get down on the floor, you know the routine. Where does your body notice the release? Whew. What's your breath doing? How hard were you working? Just right for you? That's the right answer. Let your spine release. Find your breath for a moment. Maybe place hands on the belly just to feel the rise and the fall of the breath. Breathe in light. Let that light shine as you exhale. 2 more. Breathe in light. Let your whole belly fill up with light. As you exhale, just allow it to spread out to everyone around you, that ripple effect. Inhale. And spread it out to your Sangha, your group. Give everyone a little bit of your energy as you take in their energy and then give some of that away. Let's bring the knees into the chest, rock side to side. Massage your lower back. And hands on top of the knees, row the hip joints in the hip sockets. So rotate those that ball joint in the socket of the hip, both directions. Good. All right, your weight should be nearby, right? So lower your feet down to the floor with your knees bent and have your weights in each arm. We're going to do our tree hugger. All right, so elbows come out about a 45-degree angle from your body, holding on to those weights, palms facing toward the midline, and just reach your arms up, not over your face, but over your chest, and give your knuckle to knuckle. Open the arms back out to the side for a nice little fly. You're taking your awareness to your chest muscles, okay, your pectoralis muscles. So Verna, you may be able to use a little bit of a heavier weight here because we're using the chest muscle. So if you have a little heavier weight, this might work for some of you. If you have shoulder issues, you'll want to stick with your lighter weight. All right, so squeeze the chest as you lift up. And don't let the arms just fall down. Use the strength of the arms to mindfully lower them back down. Let's do 3 more. Open and close. It's like you're hugging a great big beach ball. 2. And last one. Nice. Good. Okay. All right. If your shoulders allow, take your weights overhead. Directly overhead. If your shoulders allow, we're going to do a little tricep press here. So we've gotten 3 rounds of triceps in here today. You're just going to bend your elbows to a 90 degrees so the weights come near your ears. So watch your head, don't hit your head. And then straighten the elbows back out. Bend the elbows, weights come toward the ears, and then straighten the elbows back toward the sky. Bend toward the ears, the elbows, the upper arm never moves. It always stays stationary. 90-degree angles from your torso. Let's do 3 more. Exhale as you bend those weights towards your ears. Inhale, straighten back out. 2 more. Really take that awareness to your back side of the arm, those triceps. Good. And then lower the weights down and place them on your hip points if you want to use weights for bridge. If you don't want to use weight for bridge, do the traditional backs of the arms with the palms facing. All right, so I'll demo first with the weights. Placing the weights on the hip points, which is between the legs and the torso. Bear the weight on the heels of the feet. Flatten your lumbar spine out so your tailbone reaches towards your heels, and then lift your hips and torso up off the earth. Make sure your chin is not touching your chest. Move a pillow if you need to. Hold it up here. And then as you exhale, lower back down. And see if you can't lift and lower with your breath 8 to 10 times. If you're not using the weights, you're using the backs of your arms, pressing the backs of the arms and the heels of the feet into the earth as you lift and lower. Adding a little bit of weight just creates a little extra strengthening for those hamstrings. We're trying to keep the buttocks soft and bring more strength into the hamstrings. So if you can isometrically also send your shins forward in this, you might get a little more bang for your buck. Let's do 2 more. Good, and whew, nice, okay. All right, let's do a nice full body stretch here. Reach the arms up overhead. Press out through the heels of the feet. Good. Nice. Now with your arms overhead, can you frame your face and reach your elbows, elbow to elbow, if the shoulders are open to this, and get take a little side stretch to the right to try to get some stretch in your right tricep. So my arms are framing my face. My arms are framing my face. I'm holding on to the elbows if my body allows, or else maybe just hold on to wrists. And then just take a little torso stretch over towards the right and feel that nice stretch in your tricep and your left side body. And then come back to center and shift the other direction. Try to get a nice stretch in the triceps. Good. Good. And back to center. Lower the arms down. Mary, you doing okay? You okay? All right, good. All right. Take your feet as wide as the mat and your arms out to a T and gently rock your knees side to side. And then find your strap. We're going to do the ballerina's wrap on the leg if you choose, okay? This is a Kathy Donnelly thing that she taught us. It gives you a lot of support in your leg. And if you want to watch me real quick, I'll show you how I do it. And I'll walk you through it too. But it's placing your strap around your ball of your foot, crisscrossing it in front of your shin and ankle, and then crisscrossing it again behind your shin, behind your calf, and giving it a nice pull. All right, so it's like a ballerina strap. All right, giving it a nice little pull as I flex the heel of the foot, and that really supports it. Then I can use these straps like reins to externally rotate and internally rotate my leg depending on which side of the strap I pull. All right, so we're going to do a little bit of internal and external rotation with our leg up there to really just stretch out through the whole length of the hamstring and the hip flexors. Okay. All right, so bring the right knee in towards your chest and place the strap around the ball of the foot. First thing we do always is plug the head of the leg bone into the pelvis. So take the leg with the knee bent, the knee over in the direction of the right shoulder, and give it a little tug on your strap to really plug the head of that leg bone in. And then extend your leg nice and long, about the same level as your other knee, your left knee, so it's straight, and flex your foot a lot. Once it's flexed a lot, start to lift it up, but only take it as high as it can stay straight. Once it bends, it's game over. Bend it back down, okay? Now, crisscross the strap over the front of your ankle and shin, and then wrap it behind you and crisscross it behind your calf. And give it a nice tug. So keep flexing your foot. Give it a nice tug so you've got a really good secure position on that leg. You got that? Okay. All right, so with the leg pointing up towards the sky and the foot flexed, hold on to the left side of the strap and give it a pull so it rotates, externally rotates your leg from the top of the thigh bone. So where your foot was pointing to 12, now it's pointing to 1 or 2. And you're supporting that with the strap, holding on that left side. Just a little tug will turn it to the left. Is that true for you? All right, Arlene, you got that? Good. Feel that? Okay, now come back to center and pull on the right strap so that just pull on the right side of the strap. Don't keep it pointing toward the sky. Don't take it right or left. You're externally and internally rotating it from its point coming out of your pelvis. If that makes sense. So you're not taking it in like the whole leg out to the right or the whole leg to the left. You're just rotating the leg as it points up toward the sky. All right, so you should have pulled on the right side of the strap and internally rotate. And you should really press out through the heel of the foot and you'll get a nice stretch. Come back to center, put both straps into your hand and take the leg out to the right side. The whole leg now goes out to the right side. And take your left knee, which is bent and the foot flat on the floor, take that out to the left side to balance your pelvis. All right, so you're making a nice wide V with your inner thighs. Good. Bring the legs back together. I want you to cross your bent left knee behind your right thigh and take your right leg over to the left side. So now you're making an X with your thigh bones. Your left foot is still on the floor though. Your left foot's still on the floor. You're just taking your knee over to the left side. What we're trying to do is keep our pelvis balanced by giving equal weight to both sides. All right. You should feel a pretty intense stretch. If you even pull a little bit on that right strap and do a little internal rotation in this position, you'll really accentuate that stretch on the outer thigh and the outer calf. All right, come back to center and then lower that knee. Take the strap off and give yourself a nice full body stretch. Oh, breathe in and breathe out. Shine your light out your fingertips and toes. All right. And let's go to the other side. Okay, so put the strap around the ball of the foot. Bring the knee in toward the chest. Straighten the leg. And then crisscross across the ankle and shin. And then take it behind the calf. Give it a nice tug so it's nice and tight. Press out through the heel of the foot, really energize. And then let's do a little external rotation. So pull on the right side of your strap to let the whole leg turn toward 10 o'clock. Come back to center. Pull on the left side of your strap to get your whole leg to turn toward 1 o'clock. Good. And come back to center. Put both straps into your left hand and take your left leg out to the left side. You can play with a little internal or external rotation here if you want, if you get some sensation that feels useful for you. How about that right knee? With the foot bent, can the right leg go out to the right side a little bit to keep your pelvis balanced? Good. And then come back to center. Make an X with your thighs. So with that right knee bent and the foot on the floor, pass it under your left leg. So now your left leg's crossing over to the right side. Play with a slight, subtle, internal, external rotation until you feel something that feels like sensation that feels useful for you. Stretch is typically useful. Pain is not. Okay, and then come back to center and bend the knee back into the chest and release the strap and come back to a nice full body stretch again. Good. And then one or both knees in towards the chest. Massage that back and then listen to your body and see what your body says it still needs. And honor your body with any movement that feels good. And then when you feel ready, settle into Shavasana. And we're going to do a fairly short Shavasana because if you have time and you would like, I have it's pretty short little meditation to do about light and the candle. So I think we can balance it out. But if you choose not to do the meditation, I'm going to invite you just to turn your video off now and stay in Shavasana for as long as you like. No harm, no foul. Just do it if that's what your body needs today. We're going to do probably like a 3-minute Shavasana and then sit up and do a 2-minute meditation. Okay, so do what works for you. If you'd like to go ahead and settle into Shavasana. Make sure you're warm enough. And you can even do the meditation staying on your back and just listen if you choose. Or you can sit up and kind of gaze at your candle. So I'll give you some options. And use the last few conscious exhalations just to soften into your space. Relaxing and letting go of any tension. Please feel free to stay in Shavasana for as long as you choose. You can do this meditation imagining your candle, or if you would like to sit up and bring your candle in front of you to use the flame as a guide to help you with the meditation, please take your time, but roll over onto your side and help yourself up into a comfortable seat, finding your candle nearby. And this is a meditation about bringing light into darkness. So breathing in and breathing out, your body relaxing, letting go of any lingering tension, softening into the space. Breathing in, breathing out. After your yoga practice, your body is able to sit and relax and listen. And in this safe and quiet place within you, just welcome any feelings you have had or have to fully come into your mind. No matter what they are, no matter what you feel about the experiences you've had over the past 9 months, 2 months, week, day, hour. Any sadness or fear, anger, depression. Also moments of joy and thriving. Wherever you are, it's exactly where you're supposed to be, just noticing and allowing the feelings to be present. Just stay with the feelings and thoughts for a moment or two. Only making them conscious, acknowledging them, but not necessarily holding on to them. Not pushing them away, but then allow them to leave if you choose. Let them leave you with the gentle, by being absorbed into the gentle flame. Allow the gentle flame to effortlessly take any suffering you may be enduring. Continue just to anchor your mind and yourself and your breathing naturally and gently. And as you breathe, continue to invite any feelings or emotions to move in and through you and be absorbed by the flame. Allowing the flame to be used for healing, for growth, for light. Radiant healing source of light can help to bring perspective, bring awareness. And imagine all the concerns gently dissolving or disappearing into the gentle flame. And then moving and fueling a great source of illuminating and radiant light. The light that heals, nourishes, purifies. Peace-filled light. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Bring the hands to your heart space, allowing this to anchor you. May you be happy. May you be at peace. May you live with ease. May you be safe. If you're still in Shavasana, Gently begin to wiggle fingers and wiggle toes. Bend the knees, rock the knees side to side. Gently press the hands into the earth as you come to a comfortable seat. Know that all the light and love in my heart honors the same light and love in each of yours. And bow your head to honor your own practice. And then blink your eyes open, knowing your Sangha is here and with you. And greet each other with Namaste now. Namaste. Thank you all so much for